All right, I think we're live. I'm sure this is totally wrong. I'm driving, of course. It's America, come on. Hasn't been outlawed quite yet here out in the wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. So I just did a little errand and I got a little ping in my shoulder. Like I could feel from nowhere just this ping. My shaman and I call them pings and pangs instead of pains, right? Um, and it's just so clear to me lately. Yesterday I had a huge emotional release, this deep grief, sadness, and then these pings and pangs in the body, like out of nowhere, weird ones, you know. And while you're going through Kundalini awakening, ascension symptom process, it's really like you're boiling butter, and what they call clarified butter. You're clarifying your literal physical body. You're burning, boiling. As you boil butter, the black impurities rise to the surface, and you skim them off, and you get ghee or clarified butter, right? Or a refined butter. So we're being boiled. Even the book of Revelation says in there, and the waters shall boil towards the end. And since we're made of 70-some% water, if you're upgrading your energy, not everyone is, most people aren't. It's terrifying because your ego will be boiled, dissolved. You're going to cease to exist as you thought you were. Your id entity will be dissolved. And I was just feeling, an experience of it for me is, my body is so much lighter. I've lost 20 pounds and you know, I'm just less guarded. I'm less armored. I'm not have as much armor on me. One of the shamans I worked with said, Tobias, you're full of metal and you're wearing breastplates, like Roman armor all over you. And she'd say, do you mind if I try to pry it off of you? And I'd laugh, you know. Because so many lifetimes as a warrior with shields and armor and, you know, spearheads sitting in my kidneys and, you know, being decapitated, all that shit we've done on Earth. Many, many of us, you know, pirates, warriors, so forth. So as you're boiling your body, your energy body, you're going to have to get used to pings and pangs. And if you resist it, it's more painful, or take drugs to mask it. It's a tricky business, you know, because it brings up your fears big time. 2 nights ago, my kidneys were going off, and I was just feeling ancient fears. But I'm learning a little bit. I'm going, okay, because I get really high, and then I go back to feeling the pings and the pangs, and I can tell it's like clearing this stuff out. Now, most of the time when you first have dark night of the soul or ascension process stuff, you're going to run to the doctor. I did. You know, or whatever, I had to. I had I entered some trance state. I couldn't talk, I couldn't think, and I had a high fever. And I spent a week in a hospital where they did every test known to the allopathic medical system, and they couldn't find anything wrong with me, you know. And it does manifest as physical stuff. It will. But nothing permanent. You want to keep the energy moving around your body. And my shaman would always tell me, he'd say, well, at least it's moving. It hasn't settled and it isn't concretizing. It isn't getting solid. That's like cancer time, you know. So it's just so clear to me, we are made of light. And as we're boiling our light bodies, these are normal symptoms. And they're not easy. We're trying to boil eons of karma. I mean, we're doing stuff from other lifetimes, other planets, other solar systems, you know. If you had times on Orion, you know, when Orion was fighting the reptilians, you know, and you had all kinds of battles, yeah, you may re-tap into that. Like, you'll have existential terror that there's nothing you can see why you have free-floating anxiety or panic attacks. That never really existed before until this last few 20, 30 years. Panic attacks out of nowhere, right? Doesn't know that much about it because it's mechanistic, you know. It's physical symptoms and blood tests and, you know, EKGs and, you know, spinal taps and whatever. They put me through all that. EKGs, what's the other one, the big one? Radio imaging and all that. Anyway, so if you're on this path, you're going to have pings and pangs, emotional and physical, ringing in the ears, heart palpitations, strange feelings, kidney, liver, all of it's going to try to be cleaning itself. So it's totally normal to have these if you're going through it. Don't go looking for it. Don't do the hypochondriac thing. Don't go, oh, I'm going through the ascension process. I'm having, no. The ego likes to get a hold of it. Just be real with it. Just be real honest with it. Be really present. The innerbodyawakening.com is the method that Source showed me 12 years ago. Cartoli talks about it. Shiva is the one who created it years ago. People can't really handle those time spans yet, but it's more like that, 75,000 or 200,000 years ago that Shiva was on Earth. So anyway, a little encouragement and love that if you're into boiling your waters and cleaning out your body, totally normal, totally normal. Join us for the webcasts, tobiaslars.com. I'm kind of focusing on this since it's happening to me, but whatever other questions or thoughts or sharings or ideas, it's a bunch of small group of us, 10 to 15 of us, each Sunday, tobiaslars.com. But I recommend the Inner Body Awakening, really, really helpful. Learning to feel your energy body can prevent a lot of resistance, a lot of pain, a lot of drama, trauma, and karma, as much as possible to allow, feel it and heal it, allow it to flow through. Easier said than done. I'm having a good day today, but you know, I'm not out of the woods. I mean, it's not done. It's not the show isn't over till it's over, you know. Yeah. So, much love. Share this video with people. Subscribe, like, whatever, if you feel it will help somebody else, all right? And much love. More to come. Let's see if I can do this. There we go.